Hey everybody, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Royal Princess Tay Tay. I'm your host, the Royal One, the one and only Royal Princess Tay Tay. So, it has been brought to my attention that Martin and the cast are planning to reboot The Martin Show. And of course, my 90s loving ass is all here for it. Take a look at these quick vids and come back for this commentary.
From it. But what can you tell us? What was that conversation with Martin like when he said,
"Oh my God"?
I can't tell you. His fiance put it on Instagram, so we know Martin's fiance put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you want to be Gina again? Do you want to?
Let me tell you something. It has been an honor to be Gina all these years, and it's surprising that people still love those characters so much. So I can't tell you guys anything, but it is very exciting. But you guys, I will tell you this. Hip Hollywood is the first to ask me that question. So you might want to put it out there.
Oh my gosh. Fans want to know where there's smoke, there's fire. Are we doing it? Are we bringing back Martin?
What are we doing, Martin?
What are we doing, Martin?
Never say never. We never say never. So we don't know nothing right now, but never say never.
There has to be a little bit of cahoots. You guys look way too damn happy to just be getting lunch at Morton's. I know steak never made anyone that happy.
Well, within life, there's always new beginnings.
Right.
And there's always change. And there's always new plateaus where we have to reach. So we'll see what's happening.
We can't tell y'all shit.
I was going to put it a little more eloquent.
It was a show of its time, right? There hasn't been a show like it since. It was funny, it was quirky, it was on point. Is that something that you have to kind of be worried about to bring back when you guys decide to bring the show back?
Ooh, she got some questions, don't she?
Well, I don't think we have to do it the same way.
Right.
I just think we have to be funny and we have to be entertaining and give people heartfelt stories.
100%.
Yeah.
And the truth. So
And
be
the
honest.
truth.
What's the truth? What would be the truth to a show like Martin?
The truth is
evolution. Evolution. You know,
So maybe
it's
like
still gonna be fun.
would it be like
Yeah.
would it bring like politics into it? Is that important in today's society to kind of have a platform?
Why are you asking us all this? Didn't we just tell you? We don't know.
What do you mean? I don't know. With those boots, girlfriend, I'm sure you know a little something,
We
something.
would definitely want to be current. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
We're not trying to relive anything. We want to give credence to the past.
Right.
And show how the past has evolved
Basically,
and made us into who we are. We're blessed because the 90s were a great time.
Yeah.
And we would love to recreate it or just bring it back alive and give credence to it and kind of tap into a place.
We ain't telling y'all shit.
Did see something from August of 2017 from Martin, where basically it says that they weren't thinking about doing a reunion. It says here that as the 25th anniversary of the Martin show premiere is approaching on August 27th, but do not get your hopes up for a reunion. A reunion? No, we've done everything that we could do, Martin Lawrence told Page 6 Tuesday. There will be no reunion. Though Lawrence, 52, didn't go into details, he did make it clear that skipping out on the nostalgia route wasn't because of bad blood with the cast. I talked to Tashina, Carl, and I ran into Tisha, he said, of his Martin co-stars. Yeah, we've talked. Determined to only look ahead, Lawrence denied rumors of any more Bad Boys sequels starring him and Will Smith, despite both Bad Boys for Life and Bad Boys 4 appearing on his IMDb page. There can't be a Bad Boy 4 if there hasn't even been a Bad Boy 3, he pointed out. The whole Bad Boys, there's no Bad Boys going on. There's no Bad Boys. The popular franchise may have stalled out because of previously reported script issues and the loss of director Joe Carnahan, but that doesn't mean Lawrence isn't busy. He has multiple television projects in the works that he plans to act in, produce, and write. It's in the early stages, he said. We'll see what happens. The comedian was most enthusiastic about his new emoji app, Martin Emojis, which features characters and catchphrases from the classic show. So many people come up to me and say, "What's up?" he said of the decision to become the latest celebrity with the dedicated line of emojis. Though he's willing to walk down memory lane to Martin a bit. Lawrence, who got engaged in April, doesn't necessarily identify with any of his on-screen alter egos. "I know who I am," he said firmly. "I'm a blessed child of God, and I know exactly who I am. So I don't confuse myself with any of my characters. I am Martin Lawrence." So, as I already stated, I am all here for this show's return, and I'm very excited to see where they're gonna go with the show. But I wouldn't be my naturally messy self if I didn't warm up all this yesteryear's tea on why the show ended in the first place, and what Martin said last August about rebooting the show. So, the reason the show ended in the first place, as we all know by now, could be one of these few things, or maybe even all of the above. Starting with number 1, Martin and Tisha's secret offset relationship. It has been rumored for years that the chemistry Martin and Tisha's characters had on the show stemmed from a real chemistry they shared in the real world. But, as we know, Tisha was dating her then boyfriend Dwayne Martin. Well, Martin was low-key salty about it because it's been said he really had feelings for Tisha. Long story short, they ended real ugly with Tisha serving Martin with a lawsuit for disorderly conduct, saying he would do shit like when it was one of his many kissing lovey-dovey scenes and the director would say cut, he wouldn't stop and she would be uncomfortable with it, which led to her quitting the show in 1997. Now, I did find an interesting theory that I will say now. I'm not sure if it's all true, but baby, it is some definite validity in it, so here it reads. On August 27, 1992, Martin aired his very first episode on Fox. On its way to its 5-season run, finally closing down on May 1st, 1997, I was a kid when it came on, so I didn't understand why the show just disappeared. Here is the reason why Martin Lawrence show was taken off the air by Fox. Martin Lawrence, Tisha Campbell, Tashina Arnold, Thomas Michael Ford, Carl Anthony Payne II, and Garrett Morris made up the series starring cast for most of its 5 seasons, a series that was one of Fox's highest rated shows during its entire run. According to Martin Lawrence, Tisha Campbell and According to Martin Lawrence, Tisha Campbell had a side deal that if she did the show, the network would help her with her music career. She released an album and it flopped hard, and she blamed the Fox network. Fox refused to back another project of Tisha Campbell's, and she got pissed. She started having breakdowns and complaining a lot on set. Meanwhile, Martin started abusing drugs and coming to the set high and taking it too far with Tisha. That gave her an excuse that she needed to end the show and focus on her music.
I care about you. Is there some cause that I should doubt you? Shouldn't do. Oh, I can see more. Oh, baby, that you don't know me very well. You're so unsure. You run here and there to ask my feelings. Friends only guess, they can't say really. Ooh, oh. Don't ask my neighbor. Don't ask my neighbor. My friends that hang around. Don't be afraid to come to me. Come on. Don't ask my neighbor. Girl, I want you. Don't be afraid. Oh baby, won't you come?
Also, there was rumors floating around about the affairs and stalker cases. Here is what that is about. It's no secret that Martin and Tisha had history stemming from their work together in house party movies. Martin and Tisha history led the creation of Martin and Gina for TV show Martin. Okay, y'all, he got me sounding silly. Let me read that over. It's no secret that Martin and Tisha had history stemming from their work together in the house party movies. Martin and Tisha history led to the creation of Martin and Gina for the TV show Martin. The project was successful until both stars decided to have a life outside of work, and Martin didn't take it too well. Tisha got real serious with an up-and-coming actor named Dwayne Martin, and she went on to marry him. As a result of Tisha's relationship with Dwayne, Martin sexually harassed Tisha in an effort to get her to leave her man. No doubt about Dwayne Martin had a legitimate reason to be pissed, as Martin Lawrence was tripping and was rumored to be going beyond character, slipping his tongue in Tisha's mouth when they was kissing and grabbing her inappropriately or continuing kissing after they yelled cut. The tension on set caused more tension off set as well. Martin became obsessed that he couldn't have Tisha, so he became full-on psycho and stalker. He started using drugs and dating a Tisha lookalike from Saved by the Bell named Lark Voorhees. He developed some serious issues juggling the successful movie and TV career, but failed relationship-wise. Martin ended up taking his issues out on Lark. Flash forward 15 years into the future, and we can see as pictures of Lark trying to transform herself into a lookalike of Tisha, proving she had issues that were a result of the failed dating experience with Martin. He developed her insecurities. When Tisha got tired of the harassment, she filed a lawsuit against Fox, Martin, and HBO. Tisha and Martin spent the last season separated in filming until the show was over. Look at Martin's last 2 seasons and you'll see he wasn't the same wide-eyed, goofy Martin, but a high, darker personality Martin. However, Tisha's music career did nothing and she became a B-list actress. So, what really caused Martin to get canceled? It was jealousy. When the show started, Tisha Campbell was a bigger star stemming from her film success in such movies as Little Shop of Horrors, House Party franchise, and Spike Lee movies like School Days in the late 1980s and early 1990s. As the show became successful, Tisha's career went up but was limited to the pretty girlfriend or wife of her male co-star. So she only did the show Martin because she wanted a music record deal. The music option was her plan B, and it didn't work out the way she expected. While her star fell, Martin's star shined brighter. Around 1996, Martin's star really took off, and he went from being the sidekick in house party movies to main star in Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Nothing to Lose, Bad Boys, and getting officially banned for his You So Crazy stand-up. All of those blew him way up. Martin became big-headed, well-deserved though. He was a big deal, and he wanted respect. Also, in Bad Boys, Martin starring alongside his co-star Will Smith, who did the same with his show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay, they're gonna start talking about Will Smith and Aunt Viv. We ain't here for all that. We're here for Martin and Gina Boo. Okay, so skip. If you put 2 and 2 together, Martin's new movie success plus Tisha's frustration and jealousy plus tension on the set equal show being canceled. And there you have it. So, like I said, I'm not sure if all of that was 100%, but it did make sense seeing as Martin definitely did get big-headed towards the end, and Tisha does seem like she was jealous of her star shine being dimmed by Martin's. Co-star Carlos Payne even said in interviews,
That's old street etiquette, but you know what I'm saying.
I got to take the gloves off now.
Yeah. Okay,
You ready?
go for the gut.
All right, cool. Now, I heard from a reliable source. Very reliable. Somebody that used to be on the show, the Martin,
Yeah, go ahead.
that you and Martin did not get along. He was always undermining you and whatnot, and you know he picked on you real hard. Is that true or false?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What was y'all issue?
I don't know. I could tell you what. I never had an issue. You know what I'm saying? I developed an issue. Like, if you got an issue with me, I'm gonna be like, you know, what's up? You good? I ain't got no problem with you. So if you got a problem with me at some point, then
Did you fuck one of Martin girls or some shit, man?
nigga, please. Nah, again, if anybody did something like that, not saying that this is what happened, but just to comment on your statement, he would have had to been getting one of mine because I was there first. Like I've been around way before him, way longer. So if anything, yeah, nah, he would have got my leftovers. But nah, that's not.
Wow.
I'm just keeping it 100.
Right,
Like,
right.
Nah, but that's not what happened. I'm just bullshitting.
No, you're not.
I'm just bullshitting. Nah,
He's
that's
just serious.
yeah. Nah, he I mean, you know, everybody. It's no secret. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of tense days on the set. You know, we had a lot of intense days on the set. Yeah.
What was that all about? I mean, you add into the show. You're a big part of it. Everybody do that now.
Right.
Because of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you would say, what's the problem?
Well, I don't get it.
Right.
Yeah, and then you seem like a real down to earth, cool dude, man. I don't.
I would say the same thing. I was like, what's the problem? What's the problem?
You ain't never check him and say, hey, man.
I ain't say that. I'm just, I ain't say that. You know what I mean? I ain't say that. But you know, look. I mean,
Hey, Cole, you can talk about this. This ain't gonna mess up the reunion special.
no, because that's never gonna happen anyway. Nah, you know, I mean, again, I live by a certain code of ethics. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Harlem. You know how we do.
You from Harlem?
I'm from Harlem. Yeah.
I live in Harlem. That's crazy.
What part?
It's my audience.
Yeah. Okay. I'm from the. see. No, you can talk about this. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't want these niggas robbed. I already got kids following me home and all kind of shit. You know, we in Atlanta. They ain't gonna know. You ain't got to drive in New York.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
ain't
That's
get,
true. That's
you
true.
can walk your ass off everywhere, and I walk everywhere.
Yeah,
but
you-
in Atlanta,
Yeah.
you can tell a nigga what part of town. You can say, I say in Gwinnett or whatever.
Right.
What part, nigga?
Right.
Yeah, come on.
All right, so to address the situation real quick, it's like this. It's old news to me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, we had issues. He had issues with himself, really. I think he was battling his own demons, you know what I'm saying? And I wish him nothing but the best. I mean, hopefully he's better now, you know what I'm saying, and in a better place. I don't think he was in a good place at that time. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, you know. It was a great place to work for a long time, and then it became a not so great place to work. I keep it professional as much as I can until you step over that line. If you cross the line and you come at me in a way that I can't sleep at night, or I feel like you threatening me, then it's a different story. Period.
To this day, Martin is one of everybody's favorite shows.
I had a ball. I enjoyed it.
It
I
ain't-
learned as much as I possibly could. I mean, it was like, come on, man, to go to work every day and do something like that. I mean, the chemistry, and that's what it was. It was chemistry, and I think that's what happened too. We were all like family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times it's really not like that. You know, but that's the kind of thing that's innate and organic. You can't find that kind of lightning in a bottle, really. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you can tell those shows have become hits. And that's what it was for us, you know. And yeah, family fights sometimes. Family get down, you know what I mean? And I enjoyed myself to the fullest when we were doing it. All of it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
We all heard rumors of why Martin went off the air, but why did it really go off the air? Because I don't believe that shit.
You
that
should.
I heard. I should. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. All right. With that being said,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what you working on now?
Way she like the yak.
So, as I said already, it will be very interesting to see how this reboot turns out. I just think it's real funny how excited Tish seemed about the reboot, considering how bad shit ended the first go around. I mean, she did basically call this man a stalker, said he was a raper man, or at least had raper man, ways. So I guess you know what I'm saying, she said she could go through all that again, possibly for the coins. I'm not shading, I'm just saying. As for Tashina, I'm happy she's getting some work. She is a great mom character. I hope they make her a mom in the reboot, I'm just saying. Which brings us to Tommy. Although Tommy will be missed throughout the show, I'm wondering how they gonna play his character's absence. I and a lot of others have already stated that we would prefer them to not replace Tommy's character with another actor, Instead, leave it with the truth that he is either dead or, away, never to be seen for whatever reason. I think that if they do anything in regards to Tommy, maybe they should give him a son or something that they use in reference to Tommy's memory or something, if y'all can get what I'm saying. I don't know. But I know I'm not here for nobody, trying to play Tommy when clearly he not Tommy. Just saying. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say on this matter. Royals, let me know your thoughts on the whole situation, and will y'all be tuning in? But as always, like, comment, and share, but most importantly, subscribe to Royalty so you can be royalty too. Bye!
Created in the